Check, check, microphone, check, check. I'm probably gonna need headphones, aren't I? Hey, Daisy. Sorry, you can hear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right? Or not at all? Cool. Yeah, I looked at actual streaming equipment today, but then I saw the price and decided I'm just going to run with the onboard laptop stuff. We'll give everybody a few minutes to show up. Yeah. This is weird since I can talk, but nobody can respond to me until I see the words over there. But I thought this would be the best way to do it. So does it work basically like a Zoom meeting or something? Or is it just audio from the other people? That could work. I thought this would kind of be best because I didn't have to gather any information about people and everybody can remain completely anonymous. No, except for me here. Well, we'll see how this goes. Is that light behind me glaring? Is it too much? Yeah, they're okay. My son's not even showing symptoms anymore. He's still gonna have to stay out of school for another week. They've been playing a lot of video games. You mentioned something about your kids having to do the contact tracing. Are they gonna have to quarantine? Yeah, they're not even letting my kids do remote learning. If you didn't sign up for that at the beginning of the year, then you don't get to do it. So they just get all their homework sent to them and they have to just kind of do it, keep up on it. Hmm. I don't know. It might be just us. I was hoping Panda would show up. Hmm. So what is that? You didn't have remote learning last year? Yeah. There's a real delay between what I'm saying and your responses. I don't know if I can do anything about that or it's not you. I think it's the stream. I don't think I've ever watched a live stream live. I've watched some recordings of them. Well, I used to have a friend in Spain that was a DJ, and I'd listen to him. What kind of music do you listen to? Sounds like my wife. He'll hear Dolly Parton next to EDM and then some Pink Floyd. Maybe Cardi B. Well, yeah. Well, I guess I can at least we can at least talk about things. Did you experience any glitches at all? The only thing that I noticed was that the game just kind of ran slower than normal. Just like the graphics, everything, it was just kind of laggy. But I was kind of chalking that up to it being beta. Otherwise, everything I did worked like I expected it to. Did you try to use any of the machines, like the ballista or catapult or anything? Yeah, I didn't think the damage ones were going to be as good as they were until I really read it. That ballista, if you can't quite finish somebody off, it does a lot of damage when they're low. And the catapult, if your hero goes first and you throw that off first round, usually your entire team goes twice before they even go. Let's see. So I had a few points of strategy. Yeah. Usually I used, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them probably. And usually I think 2 of them landed. But even that was huge starting out. No, I can tell what you're saying. I'm terrible at typing on the phone. That's kind of why I wanted to do this. Oh, but so one of the first things I noticed was I think we need to save stronger teams in our reserves. I feel like we fielded all of our best teams in the defensive positions so that when we took over one of their spots and then we put our reinforcements in there, they were so weak that they just came back and crushed them. So okay, so we agree about that. One thing I found interesting, which I didn't try to do, yeah, um, was I think you don't have to attack with 4 heroes, so you can actually get more than 6 attack ins. Say you're going against a team that's only got 1 hero left, or if it's a team of 40s and you got 60s left, maybe you don't need to take 4, and you can actually get 7, maybe even 8 attacks in. And yeah, like I said, I didn't try it. Yeah. Okay, so you did try it. Yeah, I wish I would have thought of it earlier. I was taking way too strong of teams against some things and just crushing them, and then it's like, well, that was kind of a waste. Did you time out any? Because I had one that I was just dominating, but it was kind of a slow team, so all of a sudden it just said defeat, and I was like, what? Okay, yeah. But speaking of timing out, I was thinking that it might be a viable strategy for an all defensive team. Because if you can just stay alive for 10 minutes, you win. And if you're playing like 2 healers and a taunt and I don't know, something like Strybog, they might just be able to just keep going and just not die. Seems like a team of all attackers is probably the weakest. It's hard to tell how many healers everybody has leveled up, though. Leveling up attackers is way more exciting. But personally, I think like half of the legendaries I've pulled were healers, so I've got a bunch of healers leveled up. And that was all the things I noticed, really. I couldn't really pay much attention. I was at work for most of it or sleeping. So I don't know. Do you have any insights or anything you noticed? There's a lot of good rare healers. That new set, the guys with the cowls or whatever, they're all pretty good. Yeah, you said you had never played Empires and Puzzles, right? I see. Um, Compared to Empires and Puzzles, like this is nothing like the war in Empires and Puzzles. Empires and Puzzles is simply 6 arena battles, which you can only use your heroes once. There's no board, there's no movement, there's no traps, there's none of that. I feel like maybe Strybog Games is trying, being a little overzealous with this. And I'm kind of worried about the time sink it's going to be if they really want us to do 2 of these a week. Yeah. One of the things I kind of wanted to take the temperature on was how deep we really wanted to get into the strategy, because there's a lot that can go into planning for this war and strategizing. Okay, I just got your question about why did they do 4 heroes instead of 5. The comment they made was that they wanted to spark new strategies and have people use heroes they'd never thought of using before, because you'll have different strategies with 4 heroes. But my thought about that was, I've been making 4 hero teams forever, because all of my teams in the arena are 4 heroes and Strybog. So I'm used to doing the synergies with 4, because you just throw Strybog in everything. Um, yeah, it's hard. Some of the stuff I want to do is not particularly going to work, just the 2 of us. Yeah, Strybog is silly. Ever since I tomed him up to get the soul replenished in 2 turns, I was like, oh my god. And when I'm in the arena and I do a refresh, I scroll, and if I see any teams without an immunity hero and without Strybog, I've got a team I can just autoplay and I win. Any team that doesn't have that, I can beat with autoplay. It's ridiculous. He's that good. Yeah, you seem to know more about the technology, social media and stuff than I do. I kind of wanted a place where we could like make posts and threads. It seems like maybe Line works like that, so maybe I should start using that more. But I think the problem with that is having everyone join, because I don't think we're ever going to have everyone in the guild join one of those social media groups, and then people are going to get left out. I don't know. I've never done anything like this, like been a leader of a guild, and it was just kind of by accident that this happened. Exactly. I don't use Facebook anymore. I haven't been on it in like 2 years. Yeah, because you joined about the time that Michael and Panda did. Like, I think you were right after Panda. And it's funny, I had no idea what I was doing when you guys started joining. it wasn't even really until Spock started covering the game and all those people joined, and then we got the people from that watch Spock and were in the United Adventures or whatever. As soon as they got there and I saw how good they were, I was like, I should really learn to play this game now. Yeah, that's cool that you did that. I appreciate it. Oh, I did want to mention that. I mean, it's just us, but we had really great communication during that war. I was at work, so I could really only just like check in and see what everybody was saying. But every time I checked in, like I had to scroll and scroll, and everybody was helping everybody out. No, I was really impressed. I thought we did a great job because there was a lot of confusion. Yeah, and it's cool to see when somebody gets a good strategy and then the rest of the team kind of picks up on it. So I feel like I ascended Gamal and he started doing like 250,000 damage to Titans, and all of a sudden I kept seeing Gamal's ascended in the chat room. And then Pidgey, I think would be how you pronounce it. Pidgey got the Xena Myra combo going, and they're doing like 500,000 damage or whatever. And I see a bunch of Xenas get ascended in the chat room. Yeah, I pulled Myra really early. She seemed kind of cool, but then I pulled more heroes and kind of forgot about her. Xena I ran across when I was looking through the rares when they first announced the wars, and I was like, maybe I should pay more attention to these, and was kind of flipping through them. Saw her, and I was like, seems like she'll do a lot of damage. And then, of course, when I saw what she could do as Pidgey was playing her, it's like, okay, yeah, no, I need to make her a priority now. Like, she single-handedly saved about 2 or 3 minutes off my P20 team. I'm down to average about 2.5 minutes, sometimes 3. I had one of a minute and a half the other day. Yeah, I was farming P20, I think, during the last couple events because they weren't farming events. So I was running her with Strybog, Torborn, The other two. No, I don't even remember. They weren't blue though. Oh, Raphael and Nika. Because actually, the four, I can run P20 on autoplay with 4 heroes. The fifth one is just sometimes I throw somebody to level in there, but then it takes forever to beat the level. So I was running Marigold before Xena, and Xena just, when she's got all the buffs on her, she hits that Phoenix for about 50k. Yeah, I think it's a double-edged sword to have the best character in the game be someone everyone can get. Because they're never gonna nerf him because so many people have him. And that would be admitting a huge mistake, and like a lot of people would get pissed off. But at the same time, I think you're right, because then everybody's got this hero, and that's really the one you need to compete. Really, Strybog and an immunity healer get you a really long way in the arena. I was just looking at the options of what I can do to you. I can put you in timeout. All right, sounds good. Yeah, I don't want to take up your whole evening. All the other stuff I wanted to talk about, really, we can't make any decisions without the other people. But the only other thing was, if we do want to get deeper into strategy, we're going to have to give different roles to people. But all right, it was nice talking to you. And I hope to do it again sometime. And hopefully more people will show up at the next one. You have a good night.